boxers are unique. So Manny Pacquiao was a great, great champion, was great for boxing. His career is legendary. Naoya Inoue career is even more legendary.
In a recent press conference, Naoya Inoue issued a stern warning to his upcoming opponent, Kim Ye Joon, ahead of their highly anticipated bout in Tokyo. The Japanese boxing sensation, renowned for his devastating knockout power, made it clear he is fully prepared to defend his titles and is not underestimating his challenger. While he respects Kim, Inoue emphasized his determination to prove once again why he is regarded as one of the best pound-for-pound fighters in the world. Known for his ruthless efficiency in the ring, Inoue's message was unequivocal. He is primed to deliver a performance that will leave no doubt about his dominance and superiority in the sport.
はい、ありがとうございました。井上尚弥選手、そしてキム・イジェン選手、お二方ありがとうございました。
The upcoming fight between Naoya Inoue and Kim Ye Joon is generating major buzz in the boxing world. Inoue, known for his relentless pressure and knockout power, is looking to extend his impressive record and further solidify his status as one of the best pound-for-pound fighters. Kim, however, is determined to prove he can overcome the odds and pull off an upset. Inoue's keys to victory include applying early pressure, landing clean combinations, and exploiting any openings for another knockout. For Kim to succeed, he'll need to stand his ground, use his heavy-handed jab effectively, and avoid being intimidated by the bright lights of the Araki Arena.
Hi there, welcome to Boxing Media Hub. So the replacement for Sam Goodman to face Naoya Inoue has been named as Ye Joon Kim. Don't know much about the fella, but he replaces Goodman on the 24th of January from the Araki in Tokyo, Japan. Who wins and how?
The highly anticipated fight between Naoya Inoue and Kim Ye Joon is set for January 24, 2025 at the Araki Arena in Tokyo, Japan. Inoue, known as the Monster, will defend his undisputed super bantamweight titles, including the IBF, WBA, WBC, and WBO belts. With an impressive record of 28 wins, 25 by knockout, Inoue enters the ring as the heavy favorite. Kim, a late replacement for Sam Goodman, brings a record of 21 wins, 2 losses, and 13 knockouts. Despite being the underdog, Kim, nicknamed the Troublemaker, is determined to pull off an upset. He believes his puncher's chance, along with his diverse skills and international experience, will give him an edge. Fans are eagerly awaiting what promises to be a thrilling encounter, with Inoue looking to add another knockout to his highlight reel, and Kim aiming to shock the world with an upset victory.
Naoya Inoue is taking on Ye Joon Kim, and Inoue is a sizable favorite. Kim is taking this fight on 8 or 9, maybe 10 days notice, very short notice. He's won 2 straight. He lost a fight prior in his U.S. debut. On paper, this stylistically looks like just a squash match for Inoue, but the cynic in me says these are the fights you got to be careful about, because when you start looking ahead in boxing, weird things can happen. Inoue is one of the 10 best fighters in the world, so you'd assume that wouldn't happen. But he's in his 30s in the lower weights, so weird stuff happens. Still, that being said, I'd be very surprised if he lost this fight.
Boxing enthusiasts around the world are eagerly anticipating what promises to be an electrifying showdown. Naoya Inoue has firmly established himself as a dominant force in the super bantamweight division, known for his devastating knockout power, exceptional ring IQ, and flawless technique, which have left a trail of defeated opponents. On the other hand, Kim Ye Joon steps into the ring as a formidable challenger. With a unique mix of speed, agility, and punching power, Kim has earned the respect of the boxing community. Despite being a late replacement for the injured Sam Goodman, Kim is not to be underestimated. With a record no one can overlook, his determination to make a statement on the big stage is undeniable.
Sam Goodman was injured with the left eye, and I think there was an occurrence of that injury, and that's why the fight is not happening. Now, this poster has become this poster. Initially, I thought it will be hard for Inoue's camp to actually pursue the fight, because the announcement of the postponement or the cancellation of the fight came, I think, within the month of the fight. The fight is due to happen January 24, and Kim was just identified, I think, less than a month. So it was really very brave of Kim to accept this fight. But at the same time, I understand this is a big opportunity that a lot of boxers wanted. So, but the real question here is that is this fight even worth watching? Is this fight even gonna be a real fight? Does this guy Kim or Ye Joon Kim have a chance against Naoya Inoue? Now, let me give you a perspective first before we go on to details on what I think Kim should do and what is the chance, and of course, my personal opinion about this one.
The highly anticipated fight between Naoya Inoue and Kim Le-jun is set to take place at the Araki Arena in Tokyo, Japan, a venue that has hosted numerous high-profile events. The atmosphere is expected to be electric, with fans from around the world tuning in to witness the clash of these two warriors. Inoue, fighting on home turf, will have the advantage of a supportive crowd, while Kim will look to silence the doubters and etch his name in boxing history. Inoue's journey to the top has been nothing short of spectacular. Born in Kanagawa, Japan, he began boxing at a young age, guided by his father and trainer, Shingo. His amateur career was impressive, and he quickly transitioned to the pros, capturing his first world title in just his sixth fight. Since then, Inoue has dominated, unifying titles and moving up weight classes with remarkable ease.
He's a great finisher. I think he's the best finisher in boxing. He's Joe Louis, he's Mike Tyson, he's Jack Dempsey. Three of the greatest finishers in the history of the sport. He's all of them.
One of Naoya Inoue's most memorable performances came during the World Boxing Super Series Bantamweight tournament, where he faced some of the division's best fighters. In the final, he battled Filipino legend Nonito Donaire in a bout that would later be named the 2019 Fight of the Year. Despite suffering a fractured orbital bone early in the fight, Inoue showcased remarkable grit and determination, ultimately securing a unanimous decision victory. This iconic fight further solidified Inoue's reputation as one of boxing's toughest and most resilient champions. Inoue's decision to prioritize the featherweight division reflects a deep understanding of his own physical capabilities. At this weight, he is able to optimize his power, speed, and endurance, key aspects of his fighting style. His explosive knockout power has been a hallmark of his career, earning him a reputation for spectacular finishes. Inoue's ability to generate immense force in his punches while maintaining lightning-fast speed allows him to overwhelm opponents with a relentless barrage of attacks. This strategic choice demonstrates Inoue's dedication to his craft. Instead of seeking fame or fortune through high-profile bouts in heavier weight classes, he focuses on mastering his division. Inoue believes true greatness lies in consistently dominating his weight class with precision and intensity. His approach reflects his discipline and unwavering commitment to being the best fighter he can be, not just for accolades, but for the pursuit of excellence.
He's already undisputed. Why is he staying at 122? Why is he fighting this guy? The thing is, though, he's coming up from, 115?
He started at 108.
108. This guy was tiny. Going up 126, that's another division. It's going to be his fifth, sixth division. I think that's why he's taking it a bit slow.
Of course, people are pushing him for 126, and I think at 126 we will see Inoue struggle a bit more, especially if you've been jumping so many weight classes throughout your career. That Inoue may receive his first loss.
Naoya Inoue's victory over Stephen Fulton was a defining moment in his career, solidifying his place among the top pound-for-pound boxers in the world. The fight, held on July 25, 2023, at the Araki Arena in Tokyo, Japan, saw Inoue capture the WBC and WBO Super Bantamweight titles. He defeated Fulton in the 8th round with a stunning knockout, further cementing his dominance in the division.
I'm proud of the fact that I put Inoue on my pound-for-pound list, I don't know, 3 years ago. Whatever it was. I don't even know how long.
That's true.
And no one...
You've been on him before I even knew who he was.
Ken, no one had him anywhere near it. They basically barely knew who he was, as you just touched on. And obviously he dominated Fulton, or at least put it this way. He established control right from the start. He made Fulton's a defensive fighter, a good counterpuncher. He made him concentrate more on defense and surviving than Fulton really wanted to early. He set he set the course of the fight, the mentality of the fight, the theme of the fight right from the start. And and had him thinking of surviving more than he wanted to think of surviving. He being Fulton. I'm not saying Fulton wasn't trying to win. He was. He's a confident, very proud fighter, and he's very strong mentally too. I'm saying that he never fully got a chance to get into a gear that he'd have liked to, where he could have gotten a rhythm going.
Kim Le-jun, hailing from South Korea, has been making waves in the boxing world with his unorthodox style and relentless aggression. His rise through the ranks has been marked by notable victories and a few setbacks, yet he has consistently shown resilience and an ability to bounce back stronger. Kim's most recent victory over a top contender earned him the opportunity to face Naoya Inoue, and he is determined to make the most of it. In preparation for this fight, both fighters have been training intensely. Inoue's training camp has focused on refining his already formidable skills, with an emphasis on speed, power, and ring generalship. His team is confident that he is in peak condition and ready to deliver another masterful performance. On the other hand, Kim has been sparring with top-level opponents to sharpen his technique and strategy. He understands the magnitude of the challenge ahead, but remains confident in his ability to rise to the occasion. The undercard for the event is just as thrilling, featuring several exciting matchups that will keep fans on the edge of their seats. In the welterweight division, rising star Jin Sasaki will face Shoki Sakai in what promises to be an action-packed bout. Known for his explosive power, Sasaki will look to continue his ascent, while Sakai will rely on his experience to secure a win.
We got a nice fight coming up. This is a title fight, WBO Asia Pacific strawweight title between Goki Kobayashi and Yuni Takada. And Goki Kobayashi riding score 8-1-0, like 5-3, pretty tall for this. You can call it atomweight class. He's pretty tall for this weight class. I don't know how he shreds so many pounds. This guy is so light, so quick on the feet. He was better than Joseph Sumabong, Yuri Kanaya, lost to Jay Camparo, and he defeated Russell Mako, Marco John Ramentizo, but he prefers long wars. And Yuni Takada is 5'1", 62.6 inches of reach, and he outsmarted Shunsuke Issa, Yuri Kanaya, Katsuki Mori, Tetsuro Nakashima. This is a typical example of a fight that goes into deep waters. Though I believe Goki is going to edge him out because of better cardio. I give advantage to Goki, but I'm saying over 8.5 if I must pick a side.
As fight night draws near, the anticipation surrounding the event continues to build. Inoue's fans are confident that their champion will once again prove his dominance, while Kim's supporters believe he has the tools to pull off a major upset. The build-up to the fight has been marked by intense media coverage, with analysts and pundits offering their insights and predictions. A victory over Kim would further cement Inoue's place as one of the all-time greats in boxing, while a loss could raise questions about his invincibility. Inoue, however, has repeatedly stated that he is not focused on his legacy at this stage of his career, but instead on taking each fight as it comes. Despite this, there's no denying the significance of this bout for his future. For Kim, the fight represents the opportunity of a lifetime. A win over Inoue would propel him into the upper echelons of the sport, opening doors to even bigger bouts in the future. Kim has expressed immense gratitude for the chance to face such a high-caliber opponent and has vowed to give it his all in the ring. He knows he'll need to be at his absolute best to stand a chance against Inoue, but he is embracing the challenge. Naoya Inoue, the reigning undisputed super bantamweight champion, is widely considered the favorite due to his impeccable record and outstanding form. Known for his devastating knockout power and surgical precision, Inoue has dominated top-tier opponents like Stephen Fulton and Nonito Donaire, showcasing his adaptability and resilience. Experts point to Inoue's consistent activity, 4 fights in the past year, and his superior conditioning as key factors that set him apart from the competition.
As I said, I picked Inoue to win, but I thought it would be a much more closely contested fight than it was. And listen, I'm not dissing Fulton. He was just blown away by a person whom I now consider. I was wavering a little bit, you know, but I now consider after having watched that in its entirety, you're looking at a generational talent.
Yeah.
And Fulton is still a good fighter. I don't want people to start shredding him and throwing him under the bus. No, he's still a good champion. Well, ex-champion now. He's still a very good fighter who can come again. It's just that yesterday, man, he was in the presence of greatness, in my view.
Sean Porter, the former welterweight champion and respected boxing analyst, has made a bold prediction about Naoya Inoue's future in the sport. Porter believes that Inoue, the reigning undisputed super bantamweight champion, has the potential to become the next Manny Pacquiao, one of boxing's most iconic figures. According to Porter, Inoue possesses the charisma, skill, and excitement that make him an irresistible draw for boxing fans worldwide. He's got the power, the speed, and the skills to be one of the best of all time, Porter said. But it's not just Indoue's abilities in the ring that set him apart. It's also his personality and the way he connects with fans. He's not just a fighter, Porter emphasizes. He's someone people want to watch because of who he is as a person and a fighter.
Naoya gets knocked down in the first round. And I said, whoa. But he kept it together. It was like he was surviving, fighting back, and being defensive, like simultaneously, which I thought was very impressive. You either get a mixture of, it's usually like one of the three. You got somebody who's trying to hold on and hang on and move, or you get somebody who don't know better and is just trying to fight back. You know what I mean? Or you get the guy who's just straight defense and let me get through this round. He seemed to do a little bit of all three, which I thought was very impressive. And understanding Neary to have he came into the game in the U.S. when he debuted out here. He came in out here having known to have some crazy power, So when that first punch lands, I'm like, this might be something.
Inoue's notable victories over Noniga Donaire and Stephen Fulton have solidified his dominance, earning praise from boxing legends like Mike Tyson and Teddy Atlas. His technical prowess, knockout ability, and impressive achievements firmly establish him as one of the top pound-for-pound fighters in the sport.
Would you say the monster is multi-dimensional?
Yeah, of course.
But have you seen him legitimately be multi-dimensional?
Yeah.
From a standpoint of being able, obviously we know he can punch.
Yeah.
We've seen him get to the body. But
He's a box field
I
before.
really haven't seen him stay on the outside and counter punch.
Do you think that's what he's going to have to do against Fulton?
It's not the point. The point is you just call him the #1 fighter on the planet.
Pound for pound.
But you got to be able to do it all.
Yeah.
Who they fight? I mean, you can say that for Crawford. Who they fight?
Mike Tyson has praised Naoya Inoue, recognizing him as one of the most exciting and skilled boxers of the current era. On his podcast, Tyson highlighted Inoue's vicious, clean punches and even compared him favorably to Manny Pacquiao. Tyson described Inoue as a mean son of a, and emphasized his remarkable power and technique, stating that Inoue is not only as good as Pacquiao, but better in some aspects.
Yes. Great thing. One more minute.
Do you think did you see the monster in the result? Do you think he's the best pound for pound, the winner of this fight? He's the best fighter?
Japanese fighters are the best. Always my opinion. I don't know why. I think it's the best.
Mike, the idea's been thrown out there for him to move up to 130 fights and fight Gervonta Davis down the line. Could you see that fight happening?
Yeah, listen, how much you want to move? He's 122 now.
If you're 122, you'd be going to 135.
They fight 132, something like that. Catch one. Yeah.
Hey, give a TV break. Give a TV break. Yeah, TV break, y'all. One TV break. Come on, give it to
Right-handed against Spence.
Keep switching.
If you're trying to fight, hey, Mike, we got arguably.
Thanks, Mike.
We got arguably.
Mike Tyson's recognition of Naoya Inoue extends to his ability to fit into any era of boxing greatness. Tyson marveled at Inoue's seamless transition from bantamweight to super bantamweight, particularly his impressive victory over Stephen Fulton, which solidified his status as a top-tier fighter. Tyson's former trainer, Teddy Atlas, also praised Inoue, calling him the full package with attributes like speed, power, intelligence, and controlled ferocity. The anticipation for the upcoming clash between Inoue and Kim Ye-Joon continues to build, with boxing fans eagerly counting down the days until these two warriors step into the ring. This highly anticipated fight promises to be a memorable night of drama, excitement, and high stakes. As the fighters enter the final phase of their training, the stage is set for an epic showdown that could leave a lasting impact on the sport. With everything on the line, both Inoue and Kim will be determined to prove their abilities beyond any doubt. Fans are in for a thrilling spectacle as two of the best fighters in the world battle for supremacy. The fight has the potential to reshape the landscape of the super bantamweight division, providing the perfect stage for these two warriors to showcase their skills and heart. All eyes will be on the Iraqi arena as the boxing world prepares for an unforgettable night of action.
Right? He's nothing to lose. He's not an undefeated fighter. There's no other time for Kim that he's going to be able to fight for all 4 belts all in one night. This is his shot, or it's now or never for him, right? So when we go to the tape and we look at Kim, man, it looks like he can punch a little bit. Those 13 knockouts, they have seemed to be knockouts that you can trust a little bit. Like, the man can punch. He puts together very good combinations, and he's a very good body puncher. He stopped a lot of his opponents by going directly to the body. So he knows how to place his punches with efficiency, but most importantly, accuracy. He can apply good pressure. He's a good counterpuncher. If he is going to beat Inoue, it is going to be by way of close range and applying pressure and aggression and just trying to out-physical and overwhelm Inoue. It's not going to be easy by no means, but if you try to outbox or try to be, that mid-distance range against Inoue, he's going to pick you apart. So I think Kim's best bet is to try to overwhelm him and be physical and attack the body from in close range and try to smother some of the work that Inoue is going to do.
Are you ready for an unforgettable night of boxing? Who do you think will come out on top? Will Inoue continue his reign of dominance, or can Kim pull off a stunning upset? Share your predictions in the comments below.